I'll give you another example. A company like Prego, spaghetti sauce, right? Prego, I think, did 20 years of focus groups and asking people, what do you want in a spaghetti sauce? And what will people say? I want it thin, I want it thick, I want it spicy, and 20 years of asking people, what do you want in a spaghetti sauce? And I forget what year it was, probably maybe the 80s, Prego hires a researcher to create all kinds of mixes of different spaghettis. I think he created 45 combinations of spaghetti sauces and did tests. What do people like more? And the data that he got was kind of all over the place. There was no nice simple bell curve where you could say, okay, this is the sauce. There's all kinds of data there. And so what he concluded was that what people really want is extra chunky sauce. Now, no one in 20 years of focus groups ever said, I want extra chunky sauce. Nobody ever said the word extra chunky. But his name was, I think, Howard Moskowitz was the researcher. He said, people want extra chunky sauce. So what does Prego do? They put out extra chunky sauce. And in, I think, over 10 years, they sold $600 million of it. To the principle there, people may not know what they want.
How did they determine it, though?
This example was a researcher. They hired a researcher to look at the, find the best spaghetti sauce. And by doing the research, he looked at the data, and it didn't make sense because it was all over the place. And what he said is, it's not that people want the best spaghetti sauce. There are spaghetti sauces that people want, but you need to create as a variety. And it was like 30% of people deep down inside really wanted their spaghetti sauce.
But he come to that conclusion just because it was all over the map?
Yes, it was all over the map. And what I've heard about this, it's actually a speech by Malcolm Gladwell. If you've heard of Malcolm Gladwell wrote the book Blink, The Outliers, and The Tipping Point. He's famous in the world of marketing. He talks about this, and he says that this Horowitz, this researcher, was just the kind of person who, if he can't figure it out, he's so, he wanted to torture the data and find out what it means. He was so dedicated to what does this mean, that was by looking at these different, all the data, that's what he found.